Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to this latest episode of Fresh Review Friday. So sit back, relax, grab your cigar, maybe a drink, and enjoy. What's up guys? Welcome to another Fresh Review Friday, and I'm back. Last week I went on a fun little getaway with my family, got to enjoy some time up in Santa Barbara and Solvang, so naturally didn't record a video that week, so didn't release anything last Friday, but this week I'm back in the studio and I am actually very, very excited because I was fortunate enough to win a 3-pack of cigars through a little giveaway that was done on the Cigar Enthusiast Network, specifically through the Chicks and Sticks and Cigars and Silver Screen Show. And by watching, I got to win a 3-pack of cigars from Paul Stulac. And now I've actually reviewed a Paul Stulac cigar on my channel, and that was the Fantasma. Excellent cigar, really enjoyed it. This one is a newer cigar that's been put out last year, and it's actually through the Privada Cigar Club. This one's called the El Nuevo Comienzo Privada Limitada. That is a mouthful, but that's what I'm going to be smoking tonight. So, without any further ado, cue music. What's up everybody? You are watching Dad Smoking Cigars, presented by StogieLives.com and of course Casa Cueva Cigars, from our casa to yours. Thank you so much for joining me for another fresh review. And as I said before, I'm going to be reviewing another Paul Stulac cigar. I mentioned I had gone up to Santa Barbara and Solvang with my family for a few days, and when I got back, in my mailbox was this cute little postal box. And inside were 3 cigars, and one of them was this one right here, the El Nuevo Comienzo by Paul Stulac. This one is the Privada Limitada, and this is one that is actually available in the monthly subscription of the Privada Cigar Club. And there were 2 El Nuevo Comienzos put out by Paul Stulac, sent to Privada Cigar Club. This one that I have is the one that is actually the limited edition through Privada, and the other one is actually, according to Hatfield.com, it's the Exclusiva. I think I'm going to have to double check my facts here in just one second. The other one is going to be sold through Privada's wholesale distribution arm, the Limited Cigar Association. Now the one that I'm smoking, as I said, is the Privada Limitada, and it's a 5x54. The other one is the El Nuevo Comienzo Exclusiva, a 5.5x54, which the one I'm smoking tonight, it has a, once again, gotta check my information here. And it's wrapped in a Mexican San Andres wrapper, over a Habano 2000 binder and Nicaraguan fillers. And the other one is a Connecticut broadleaf wrapper over Corojo 99 binder from Jalapa, Nicaragua, and fillers from Nicaragua. So this one is the, I think, the slightly bolder cigar, which I'm excited for because I love a good bold cigar. And a Mexican San Andres wrapper, it just has a little something to it, kind of an extra kick, a spice, or whatever it is. I tend to enjoy cigars that have a Mexican San Andres wrapper. The 1502 Ruby is one of them, and a couple others. So I'm excited about this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and get cracking on this baby. Gotta get this little cute black footband off, because I don't think that smoking that would be particularly pleasant. I think I'm gonna go, because it's got a nice little box press going on, so I'm gonna go with my punch. I think I'm gonna go with the smaller punch because I feel like the big punch would just destroy this cap, and I really don't want to do that because it is a beautiful little cigar. Let's go with see if the cold draw is decent. Very nice. Thankfully didn't inhale any filler that time, because you usually see me give a good little cough like I'm at the doctor's office or something. But totally ignore that, please. But very sweet cold draw. Taste of like dates. Ooh, very chocolatey. That's almost like a Hershey bar right there. That is delicious. Dried fruit and chocolate. That's a nice little dessert right there. Okay, I'm getting really excited here. So toast it up, light it up, get cracking. Oh man, a little bit of like spicy, chocolatey, kind of a spice like hot cocoa type of flavor. Wow, really getting that pronounced baking spice coming through. I usually like when I taste a baking spice, at least kind of the more sweet and less savory ones. Like I usually taste like a nutmeg or cinnamon. Could be either one of those. Whoa. Oh, that retro hell opens it right up. Oh yeah. That was spicy. Woo! But opens it nice, gives it a little bit more of a bready flavor. Lots of chocolate punch, like just a good, nice, hard punch of chocolate right there with that spice kind of hanging on the back end. Wow. I'll take a sip of my scotch here. Pairs pretty nicely. Wow, that is excellent. Oh my gosh. It goes perfect with my Monkey Shoulder blended scotch. Really good. Oh my goodness. This is dessert right now. And I had a little bit of dessert after dinner. I mean, it was a couple of cookies, but nothing fancy, nothing nearly as fancy or luxurious as this. That is for sure. Oh my goodness. Absolutely delicious. Love it. Fun little backstory on the band here. It's called El Nuevo Comienzo, which any of you Spanish speakers will know and understand that to mean new beginning. And on the band, it's got some really beautiful kind of religious imagery here. And if I remember correctly, Paul Stulac himself, as I watched the interview with him on the Cigar Enthusiast Network Chicks and Sticks show, Cigars in the Silver Screen, it is a representation of, I believe, Jacob wrestling with the angel, as the biblical imagery of Jacob wrestling all night with the angel until morning. So pretty powerful symbolism there, but a new beginning. Everybody wants a new beginning. I think this year was it is the hope that there's a lot of new beginnings in 2021, considering last year was just a dumpster fire. So I do believe this cigar presents wonderful and beautiful imagery that we all would love to just see and experience this year. So anyways, I'm going to smoke down this little beauty through the first third, and I'm going to see what happens in between now and then, and what flavors and what little nuances I pick up as I continue to smoke it down. So anyways, I will catch you guys in the next segment, so stick around. Alright guys, well here I am back with the Paul Stulac El Nuevo Comienzo Privada Limitada. It's a mouthful, but it is delicious, I gotta say. And you can see that the ash is holding on fairly well. Not sure how much longer I'm going to try and have the ash hold on. I'm going to have it kind of hover over my my stinky ashtray here, just in case it decides to pop off. But my goodness, just those first puffs, as you probably could tell just from the first segment, were pretty impressive, and they were boasting a lot of really rich flavors, the chocolate, the spice, some bready flavors. That spice is still kind of hanging on the tip of the tongue as well as the back of the palate. And it is pretty much the same, I won't say the same, similar experience I've had with other cigars that also came in a Mexican San Andres wrapper, but you know, with the Habano binder, with the Nicaraguan fillers, just all of them put together come in this lovely blend of flavors that is just, it packs a punch. Still getting some of that chocolate, little hint of coffee that I'm getting right now, some slight earthy tones. The spice, I can never completely place the spice. I would say like nutmeg or cinnamon, but I know there's something else in there that I'm not quite able to put my finger on. And as I said, it pairs very well with my Monkey Shoulder blended scotch. Absolutely delicious. Just, ooh, gave me chills. So very, very tasty. And as you can see, the smoke output is excellent. That is something that I absolutely love in a cigar, is good, rich, nice, thick smoke output. It's got some really nice white ash, a little dark on some sides, but you know, I like, you can tell how good a cigar is by how white the ash is. And it's a little hot towards the burn line, because which I know you might say, well, duh, it's the burn line. But it was pointed out to me by my good friend Luis Cuevas Jr., who is the gracious sponsor of this channel, that one good earmark of a cigar is how you can hold your fingers towards the burn line and it doesn't burn. I'm holding them right just underneath, and it's just a little hot, not really burning or anything like that. But each cigar is different in that regard, and I don't think that necessarily adds to how good the cigar is, but it definitely lends to the construction, how well it burns. I haven't had to relight it once, had to touch it up just slightly. It was starting to canoe ever so slightly as it was burning down, so I just touched it up a little bit, but have not had to relight, and I let it sit for a little bit, didn't have to relight it, which is awesome. And I love that with a cigar, you don't have to relight it or don't have to do much with it. You don't have to babysit a cigar. It's always annoying when you have to babysit your cigar. So, but just really delicious flavors. Not much of a transition. I'm not really getting anything in terms of transition. So I'm just kind of waiting to see if there's anything else that happens. As I smoke down the second third, past the halfway point of the cigar. It's a Robusto, so I don't expect it to be in a very long smoke, but it's got a nice slow burn. The construction's nice and solid. It's not too much give. No, see, perfectly timed. The ash fell off right into my ashtray, thankfully. Still a little bit of ash clinging on right there, which is kind of nice. But nice, good, solid construction. Only a little bit of give towards where the burn is coming through, so that's pretty typical. So, but I'm just loving the construction, loving the band, very beautiful band design. And you guys will see a picture of that on my Instagram and Facebook. So, but beautiful little cigar, great flavor so far, and that rhymed. So anyway, I'm gonna keep smoking it down and let you know what the second third brings, and I will check back with you guys then. So smoke them if you got them for sure. Grab yourself a drink, sit back, relax, and enjoy. I'll be right back. Well, hello. Welcome back. Finishing up the second third. As you can see, I probably let it go a little bit further than that, but this is so good. I had to relight once, full transparency. I don't think I even let it sit that long. I think it just, for some reason or another, gave up, but I relit it and I got a lot of spice just now. Very spicy, not peppery, but just that kind of, again, baking spice. Slight hint of I feel like I'm getting some cayenne pepper, like that red cayenne pepper flavor. It's kind of kicking in the back of the palate, back of the throat. It is just like it's just I'm getting some of that heat. Tip of the tongue as well. Whoa! Once again, that retrohale. Woo! Spicy. But well, back to the breadiness, and still that heat and spice. Kind of like what I mentioned before, like almost like a spiced hot chocolate type, or just like kind of a spicy chocolate. Yeah, still got quite a bit of cocoa clinging on there, but the spice is kicked in hard, very hard, and I feel like it's gonna be like sticking around until the very end of the cigar. But my goodness, and the construction is still really good. Slight bit more give in the body of the cigar, but not squishy or anything like that. As it starts to burn down, it's a little bit warmer down towards the cap or the nub. And but yeah, goodness. Tried to do a smoke ring there, and that did not happen. Did not work. But smoke output still excellent. Just delicious flavors towards the end. Very rich, very chocolatey and spicy. This is another one of those cigars I would refer to as like a dessert stick, because it's very chocolatey and smooth. Just that bit of spice kind of like interferes right there in the middle. So it's like, yeah, it's definitely dessert. This cigar is definitely dessert. A lovely cigar to have after a good meal. And I had shrimp tacos for dinner tonight, so this is definitely a nice little after treat, nice dessert. Easter just happened. I got Easter candy up the wazoo in the house and stuff like that. I'm gonna try and steal some from my kids. I've already stolen some from my kids. One of the most beautiful things, and this may not even interest you whatsoever, my kids, both my sons, do not like peanut butter. So you know what that means. Anything Reese's is fair game. So I get to steal all of the peanut butter chocolate eggs, Reese's candy, anything peanut butter. I steal it, and it's glorious. And I can only imagine how good those candies would taste paired with this cigar. But sadly, I ate them all. So it's kind of moot. And I don't know why I brought it up. But anyways, moving on. But definitely a nice chocolatey, spicy treat right here at the end of the second third. So I'm gonna finish this up and give you the final thoughts and rating. Once I get a little further down, I think I'm gonna take it just about to the nub, and I got my lovely little Dad Smoking Cigars cigar holder and cigar pick, courtesy of my wonderful friend Steve, aka Blue Collar Sticks. And so that'll come in handy towards the end. So anyways, guys, I will catch you after this bit here. Just right here. I'll be back. See you in a sec. Alright, and we're back. Down to, well, just about wrapping up the final third of the Paul Stulac Nuevo Comienzo Privada Limitada. And just, wow. I know I tend to be very positive on cigars that I smoke. I try to be as honest as I can. When I heard about this cigar, it just sounded so alluring. I mean, really, just because of the look of it, what I knew the makeup of the cigar was, and everything that went into the cigar. It's just delicious, and it has maintained its very chocolatey flavor with a lot of spice. Again, not peppery, because peppery, you think of black pepper, like if you've ever had like a meal or a dish, something that was heavy on the pepper, is very, very obvious, very apparent. And this might have like a hint of that, but it's mostly like just the really good baking spice, I'm getting a lot of like the heat you would get from cinnamon. Again, still kind of that hint of cayenne pepper kind of hanging on, but still got that really good chocolatey goodness. Not sweet, but like a baking chocolate or a dark chocolate. It's just got that really great, I can't really put it into words, but it is so tasty. And I had to save that at the very end because it was starting to kind of go. The smoke wasn't coming out as much. I had to puff on it a couple times just to bring it back to life towards the end because it's really, really good. I will say something like sweet or dessert like would go really well. I'm kind of hungry. I was fairly full before I started smoking the cigar. Now I'm very, very hungry, and I'm smoking a cigar and I'm drinking scotch. Not quite what you would call fillers in terms of, kind of curbing your appetite, but it's what I got right now, and it's good, but it's very delicious. Definitely a good after dinner dessert type of cigar. You're gonna want to have a good meal before this, maybe a nice juicy steak or something hearty before you smoke this, because it would just round it out really beautifully, I feel like. But I'm getting more kind of towards the end, a little bit more of those earthy bits, hint of leather, but just a very rich rounding out of the experience with this cigar. And Paul Stulac, so far in the 2 cigars that I have, and I have a few more in my humidor that I need to try, so I can kind of, again, using that phrase, round out more of my experience with Paul Stulac's various cigars and wines and stuff like that. Just excellent. There we go. Got it back. Clear. It's back. Sorry. You all know I'm a dork, so I'm gonna keep it real in that regard. There we go. So, rounding out again, finishing up the Paul Stulac Nuevo Comienzo. This is just a bomb of a cigar, and I mean that in the best possible way. Absolutely just packed full of flavor, very well blended, good construction, great smoke output, and just delicious. As far as my rating goes, like I said, good construction, good burn, good smoke output, great flavor. I think this cigar is definitely I think it's a 92. I was gonna say 91, but just these last bits of the cigar, I feel like it is very much worthy of a 92 rating. Very good. Can't wait to try the rest of the cigars I have in my humidor, but just excellent smoke. So if you guys are able to get your hands on the cigar, my mouth is watering, honestly. Wow, just goodness. Getting a little emotional from it. Excellent. So 92 rating for the Paul Stulac Nuevo Comienzo Privada Limitada, and if you guys can get your hands on it, definitely do so. First chance you get. I'm going to leave links in the description below on how to connect with Paul Stulac's social media, as well as his website and all of that good stuff. Please go check out Paul Stulac. He has a lot of great cigars, and I'm looking forward to trying the rest of them. So, thank you guys so much for joining me. I obviously once again want to thank my sponsors, StogieLives.com and Constant Web Cigars, for their support. I will leave links to their websites and social media in the description below as well. So thank you guys so much for joining me. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate all of you, love all of you. You guys are amazing, and I appreciate all of you. So be sure to like this video, share it if you found it interesting, or if you want to share this with anybody you know. I am definitely wanting to grow the channel a lot more, grow it as big as it could possibly be. As I mentioned in my social media, my birthday is coming up in May on May 10th. I'm not saying that so that you guys can wish me a happy birthday, though I would love that. I'm saying that because I want to get this channel to 1,000 subscribers by May 10th. Still got quite a bit of time left, and it's possible to get those numbers up to 1,000. I'm gonna be throwing a big giveaway bash. I'm gonna try and give away a nice big, just really good giveaway with swag and cigars. And obviously the details will be forthcoming in the coming weeks. So I really want to get the channel up to 1,000 and beyond. So if you guys could give me your support in that way, I would really appreciate it. Share this channel with your friends if you like the content, and let's get this to 1,000 by May 10th. So thank you guys so much for your support. I love all of you, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Hey guys, thanks again for tuning into this episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and also follow Dad Smoking Cigars on dads_smoking_cigars on Instagram, and be sure to check us out on Facebook. Until then, guys, stay smoky, and I'll see you in the next one.